We got some MSU football items to talk about. We're talking Germie Bernard hitting the transfer portal. Michigan State gets 2 more decommits for his 2023 class. But hey, we got a transfer coming to town. Woo, let's go.
Are Locked On Spartans, your daily podcast on the Michigan State Spartans, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
How on earth are we doing, Michigan State fans? And Locked On Spartans listeners, thank you so much for kicking off your whatever day this is, Monday night, Tuesday morning. You listen to this on a random Thursday afternoon. Whatever day and time of day you're listening to this, hey, thank you so much for giving us a watch and listen. Hope you guys are coming off of a great weekend. My weekend was fine. You guys don't care. Why would I talk about my weekend right now? Let's talk about the weekend of Michigan State football. It started off, pretty exciting. We had some big names on campus. We had Keyshawn Blackstock. He is the top-rated offensive line junior college transfer. Okay, he was in East Lansing. That's very fun. We had Tumasi Adeleye. That's right, the former top 40 recruit from Texas A&M visiting this week. And we had Sam Levitt, the Washington State quarterback commit. We had a few other targets for this weekend. And no, you don't get any commits right there on the spot. And whether we expected that to happen or not, point blank, it didn't happen. But is that what happened? Is that you got 2 more decommits for the 2023 class. Germie Bernard hit transfer portal on Monday afternoon. Your coaching staff is still fully intact off a 5-7 season, and it is just Looney Tune ball over. Just put on a brave face and keep shopping hands right now. Oh God, this is going. We're going to talk about it. Maybe not everything is as bad as it optically seems. All of that, but let's talk about something that just can't be spun, right? And that's Germie Bernard hits the portal. Look, we've seen kids hit the transfer portal already. Most of the time, it's like, okay, yeah, they were a good player. They had good moments here, but look, this is probably good for them. I don't think Michigan State is going to miss them all too much, as most of these guys have in depth pieces so far, but Germie Bernard's going to be a little bit different here. And look, I get it. He caught the first touchdown of the year. It was a great moment, 44-yard touchdown. And then after that, kind of quiet, kind of really, so to speak, a non-factor after that game. But that's not to say that we're just like thrilled to see him leave and have a, hey, sayonara. No. This was a 4-star true freshman. Showed some good glimpses this season. Even his high school tape shows, strong hands, good physicality, good route runner. And yes, as the rest of the season didn't really go the way he probably wanted it to, out the door he goes. He has a no contact clause on his transfer portal entry, which means that no other schools can reach out to him. Probably means another school is in his ear. I'm not going to clutch my pearls and be like, oh, tampering, like happens everywhere. But even if that's not the case, regardless, that's the fact of the matter as to what's happening. He's in the transfer portal. No other schools can contact him. And hey, there goes a 4-star true freshman that we felt really good about going into the future because, well, he was probably going to get a good amount of playing time next year, right? You have Keon Coleman on one side. Trey Mosley may or may not come back. But beyond that, it's not like there's another dynamic pass catcher that's returning or someone that has shown in glimpses of what they can or cannot do. So Germie was the best shot there. Kind of had him penciled in for a starting receiving spot next year, and we could just put a Sharpie right through that little penciled in area. Now, the other 2 names floating around this week, and they are both decommits for the 2023 class. One is Colton Hood. He is the defensive back out of Georgia, and then Jonathan Slack, interior offensive lineman from Detroit. We will start with Colton Hood. And look, I get that. Oh, hey, it's not a big loss. It's fine. He was a low-rated commit. He was the second lowest guy on our board, actually, but I have a hard time spinning this one as like, this is fine. It's good. Awesome. Who needs him anyway? Because Harlan Barnett just did an in-home visit with this kid on December 7th. Like, this isn't a thing where the staff just cooled off of him. They didn't put any resources down the stretch. And, oh, yeah, they kind of let the door open for him to leave. Like, now, speaking of doors, Harlan Barnett walked through the kid's home door and gave him an in-home visit on December 7th. But, hey, he took an official visit over the weekend to Auburn. On Saturday, decommits from Michigan State. And, oh, would you look at that on Sunday? Okay, commits to Auburn. Stays home. Like I said, kid's from Georgia. He's going to be staying in that area. And he's the second commit Michigan State had that went to Auburn. I can't remember the last time that just happened point blank, period, let alone twice in the same recruiting cycle. But yes, Clay Whedon, the offensive line commit, also flipped to Auburn earlier in this cycle as well. And like I said, second lowest rated guy on the board. He was a 3-star, but still, we're going to get to this in a little bit. You do have just 10 commits right now, and you're going to want to start filling up this board here as we are, at the time of recording, 9 days away from signing day. And right now in the cornerback room, really quick for the 2023 class, 3-star Eddie Pleasant and then 4-star Chance Rucker are your defensive backs. Both cornerbacks, don't have a safety yet. Great. Just keep chopping. Jonathan Slack also decommits from Michigan State. And the way I understand it, that is a kind of a parting of ways, so to speak. I'm not going to get way too into everything that I've heard, but let's just say sometimes you want to worry about the extracurriculars going on. This one, you want to worry about the curriculars going on. I think that's been the issue at hand there. So best of luck to Jonathan Slack, maybe like the junior college route for a year or two, get everything under control, and then go off to Division I football after that. Might be the way to go about it. So right now, Cole Dellinger out of Clarkson and then Stanton Rommel are your two offensive line commits for the 2023 class. Two really good names right there. And, like we brought up at the top of the show, Keyshawn Blackstock, junior college transfer. Michigan State has an eye on him, but Blackstock also has his eye on a few other schools because, he's going to be hearing from a lot of other places as he's the number 1 rated junior college interior offensive lineman. So hopefully you can get his commit, but we'll see. Right now, Michigan State stands with 10 commits for the 2023 class, and I get everyone freaking out. I get everyone not freaking out. I understand the people that are being a little skittish about this because optically, having 10 kids 9 days before National Signing Day might not suit the eye all that well. We're going to be doing some scrambling here to fill in those last 8 or 9 slots that Michigan State has, and you can fill some of those with transfers as well. But this is what happens when the whole summer is just predicated on hitting home runs. Get the high-rated 4-stars, the 5-stars, your plan A, plan B guys. Let's go all out for them. And then a lot of them go elsewhere. And then, hey, did we forget to ever invite any plan C's on the campus? Do we forget to start building relationships with, the 3-star kids? Should these 4-star kids and 5-star kids not commit to us? Well, we're kind of scrambling here and hoping that everything works out for the best as you're coming off a 5-7 season too. It's not like you barnstormed out to a nice 9-3 year or like a 10-2 season. It's like, hey, we're the hot name in town. Come on, screw where you're committed right now. Get on over here. I'm not saying it's impossible to flip a kid with those circumstances, but let's not kid ourselves. It makes it a lot harder trying to make these relationships late in the cycle off the season Michigan State just had. But now for the side of people that aren't freaking out about 10 players committed to this class, I get it completely as well because, look, you still have 9 4-stars amongst those 10 kids. Your average rating for your recruits so far is squarely in the top 20 of the rankings right there. So, yes, Michigan State right now on 24/7 Sports, they're rated outside the 40s right now, but that's because they don't have as many kids as other programs have. And just to bebop around the rest of the Big Ten, like Ohio State 19 commits, Penn State 20 commits, Michigan 19, Iowa 21 commits, Northwestern 20 commits. There are not a lot of schools that have just 10 commits. Indiana has 9, Wisconsin has 8. And look, Wisconsin is going through a coaching change right now, so different circumstances over there. And speaking of coaching changes, December 12th, and we still have the same staff coming off of a 5-7 season. So, yeah, just throw that onto the pile. Where's my slide whistle? Throw that onto the pile of great things going on lately. Good God, name me a serious program that goes 5-7 in a year and makes no changes whatsoever to the coaching staff. Not to say that it won't happen. There's a lot of offseason left, but What are we waiting for? Anyway, hey, some good news. Adamola Filet, yes, a 6'7" tight end from Norfolk State. He commits to Michigan State. Norfolk State saw Adamola Filet catch 4 passes for 55 yards and a touchdown this year. And we talked about this before the weekend with Ryan O'Blennis of Spartans Illustrated. His cousin is Samson Okunlola. That's probably a reason why Michigan State offers this kid, as he's getting other very low D1 offers or other FCS offers. And hey, oh my God, Big Ten Michigan State's offering me. I don't think it's erroneous of me. It might be just the brutal reality, but I don't think it's erroneous of me to say that I don't think this offer happens if you're not a cousin with, well, that 5-star offensive tackle at Michigan State is going after. So he visits campus this weekend. On Monday, he commits. And if you're a Spartan fan, you want happiness right now. Let's say this. Michigan State found the next Travis Kelce, and Norfolk State's staff should just be fired for underutilizing him as criminally as they did. That's right. That's the spin zone we'll go with. If you just want my honest opinion, and I just feel absolutely horrible saying this because at the end of the day, we're talking about student athletes, these hardworking kids. If you don't get Samson Okunlola's commitment on December 15th, and by the way, not looking like that's going to happen, as he hasn't been on campus in forever. He just got out of Florida's official visit with him. So if you don't get that commitment, oh man, got like 8 spots that you want to fill, and you're looking for impact now, guys. That's what we're going to fill it with, a Hail Mary of a play late in a kid's recruiting cycle to bring his cousin into town. Not really a Division I player, probably. And it ends up this kid commits and his cousin doesn't at all. And so that would be one way to just end this whole Samson Okunlola style. But hey, I would love nothing more than to be proven wrong. Maybe he could be a day 1 starter, hang up 850 receiving yards, because Lord knows none of them are going to go to Germie Bernard anymore. And you need someone to catch the ball next year, no matter who's throwing it. So there we go. You know what? One more time for the road. Let's get you out of here. That was your weekend recap in Michigan State football. Hey, and before leaving you here out the door, Omaha Steaks. That's right. Hey, we want to spread the holiday cheer this holiday season. And what spreads cheer more than a big old sack of meat from Omaha Steaks? Go to omahasteaks.com and take advantage of 50% off site-wide. That's right. Use promo code LOCKEDON, all one word, at checkout, and get an additional $40 off your order. That's right. If you thought the meat that Omaha Steaks give you is mouthwatering, try those savings. Omaha Steaks has everything you need to give a gift that's simply perfect. Send an assortment of mouthwatering favorites like the delicious butcher's cut filet mignon, air chilled chicken breast, ultra juicy burgers, and even easy to prepare comfort meals that are ready in a flash. Do not wait. Order today and beat the shipping rush. Go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code LOCKEDON at checkout. Omaha Steaks is a gift from the heart, a gift that will be remembered with every unforgettable bite. Order with complete confidence today, knowing that you are getting the very best, because you are the very best gift giver. Visit omahasteaks.com, take advantage of 50% off site-wide, and use promo code LOCKEDON at checkout to get that extra $40 off your order. Minimum order may be required.